Hmm. There is no chocobo theme, aw.
Ah, Clive!
Oh,
How I've
Gav.
missed that scowl.
Everybody's
Where's
talking
my
about us.
report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
Oh,
So,
oh shit.
you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Oh,
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
yeah.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
I'm gonna pretend I understand what they're
While the
saying.
two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming.
Oh shit.
It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Hell yeah.
Four mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome.
Oh, this is what I
Fang
was just saying.
in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps.
Okay.
There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and
That's why they wouldn't expect us.
Swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield.
Did he never know who we were?
You're a Rosfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Nice.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Yeah. Let's go.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
Oh. Torgal? Oh.
I always knew that I would return one day.
Oh.
Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
to the end.
Ah, Torgal.
Come on.
What?
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you!
Oh shit.
Royalists!
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
What the fuck?
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Oh
Then
my
they must
god.
be here for something else.
What's going on?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There have been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, the Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits.
Is it Joshua?
To be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on
We're going hunting for outlaws.
What do you want? We couldn't help noticing those...
Don't you go telling these strange...
What the fuck?
I speak for the people of this. You are to leave Amber.
May I at least...
I don't know who you are or what brings you here. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay up, some might call it submission.
Oh.
If it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, this village will not become another East Pool.
Then we
Oh.
shall be on our way.
I see where he's coming from. Ugh.
These people live with a knife to their throats,
Yeah.
in the mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Well, that's true too.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry,
Oh, it's basically how they had her.
it's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosaria would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps
I'm
the next
thinking it's
village will yield
Joshua,
more answers.
'cause- Talking about fire. Go, go, go. Torgal. Oh, he always goes in front of us.
Death.
Oh shit. Torgal's so big.
Found her.
What? Oh my god. What the fuck? Why? They can just kill them. They don't even do anything.
This was my mother's doing.
Man.
Why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her.
I think she is just trying to get rid of them all.
Clive.
Man.
Learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
Man.
Let us pass!
Oh shit.
Have mercy. Voice-rinsed dogs they are. You can't ignore us forever.
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep.
Better out there than in here.
Fuck
off. And the chinless bastards. Those crystals belong to us all. I said, where were you, filth? Back to your stall.
Oh no, they're gonna get killed.
How will you stand? Destroy it.
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in.
Yeah. I was afraid they're gonna get massacred right there.
I thought we might be able to reason with the guards.
That's not happening.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble.
Oh.
The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. The entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
Well, it's our only way.
As long as it is abandoned.
Yeah, and it's not like we have a choice. Or is it just one? I don't know.
Not abandoned, then.
Oh, shit.
Oi! Visitors!
Oh, shit.
Apologies. Show ourselves out.
Oh, more people. God damn it. Yep.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that.
Oh, shit.
And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died.
What? What? What?
Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to
It's
fear from us.
Wade! Oh, shit.
Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
Holy shit. Oh.
We can speak inside.
I saw that it said enemies bested, not like enemies defeated or something. Has it always said bested? And I was like, did we not kill them for some reason? Oh.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far.
Oh.
And we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire.
Whoa.
But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though,
We've had our hands full just trying to keep the duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye. The foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even
This we're gonna
knowing what I
learn
know
everything.
about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord. But in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm.
Damn.
She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown.
What?
As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her.
Yeah, she was kind of
son.
obsessed with Joshua.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Oh shit.
So do we.
Make ready.
Oh shit.
This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
We're going to, right?
And ours.
Yeah.
We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
Let's go.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
What is it now? I told you!
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
You presume to tell us
Yeah.
that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die!
If you say your stupid speech, I'm skipping it.
Rosaria!
For Rosaria!
I don't see any more.
Nor do I.
It did. It bloody worked.
Yay! Finally,
We sent
something
every
worked.
last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud.
Oh, sorry.
My lord. Perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps.
Yeah, she's gonna be pissed.
Well, she'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good.
No.
Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it, as we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die, and her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
Oh.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
And appearances must be maintained. Were the Vice-Regency to catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience, especially since you're famously dead.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith
Yeah.
nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter.
What?
It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Seal. Oh, it's a seal. Okay.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure that you do. I don't want my men attacking you again. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you.
Oh.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
Oh. Poor Isolde. Isolde? What did they say? How did they pronounce it? Rossfield Manor.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
I hope they don't have like it rigged to attack us here.
Right, I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
Yeah, he's pissed. Yeah, comes in with an axe.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit.
And does he recognize us?
Clive Rossfield died long
He
ago.
doesn't.
And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue.
We're gonna have to fight him. Oh. Is he mimicking the old motions?
You would mock me.
It is I, Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness.
What? Eh?
Saint Sybil, the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for
What?
thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
What? What?
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Oh no, he's crying.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Meadow in the twins.
Oh.
My dear boy.
Oh no, I'm already Oh.
You always were fond of that scene from The Saint of the Sanctuary.
never did let me play Sir Crandall.
Oh. Oh.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests.
Oh.
We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach.
Oh God.
Go on, sit.
I swear, if he betrays us, I'm gonna cry. I will actually cry more.
Plates, Rutherford. So you arrived late to one of her cullings, did you?
Oh, okay. It doesn't sound like he'll betray us.
Vicereine Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
Yeah, something terrible, I guess.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother.
Oh.
All right, if it's a ship you require,
Yay.
a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Did they tell him about the crystals too?
Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
What?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Oh.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it. It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing.
Oh. I don't trust his happiness though. Every time they give us something happy, we die.
You being Sid.
They take it all away from us.
Good boy. Now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle.
Don't say it out loud. Come on.
Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
What's wrong with Joe? What's wrong? Uh-oh, something. Huh.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
What's wrong?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Drustinus.
Something on your mind?
What's wrong?
Monsters.
Oh.
When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could.
Oh.
And so I became their puppet. I I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all.
Oh.
I had become a monster.
Nah, girl, it's just the trauma.
Jill.
It's...
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive.
Kiss. Come on.
I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it.
Oh, no, don't say that. Now she is gonna die. No.
Now, let's get some sleep.
Now.
The journey back to
This
Benham
one,
is long,
perfect
and
moment.
there is much to tell the others.